Hello traders, Affix trader from Gold Metal Penny Stocks here tonight, and I want to talk to you about the stock chart for DPHS, Defasium Corporation, which is an OTC markets traded stock. So the first thing I want to point out on this chart is that on Friday it saw a nice little consolidation doji. So it's good to see that the doji bounced down to the 13-period exponential moving average and came back up off of that, proving that the short-term momentum is still intact. And the fact that we closed in a doji versus just closing down really hard is also bullish in itself. The RSI has been seeing bullish divergence, which I'm going to get my line tool to draw that out for you. But basically, the RSI has been seeing higher lows while the price per share was seeing lower lows, as can be seen down here as the price was just hitting lower lows all through this period. So that's a bullish sign. And in terms of the RSI, another thing is we still have that 5-period RSI crossover above the 14-period RSI, and that is also bullish, and that happened right here. The 5-period RSI is more volatile than the 14-period RSI, so it came down a little more on that consolidation Friday. We're wanting to see this 5-period RSI line stay above that 14-period RSI, and the 14-period RSI currently has a lot of room to run up. It's currently sitting at 41.13. It'll be considered pretty bullish once it crosses above 50. So that's another thing we want to watch for, is for that 50 crossover, and it is considered bullish between 50 and 70. Other things worth mentioning is that the Parsar has just recently flipped below the price per share, which is, as far as that indicator goes, a buy signal. Also worth pointing out would be the fact that the stock had a major sell-off, which made it really in need of an upwards correction, which we just recently saw here, and that upwards correction came on high volume. So with the nice price moves upwards off that bounce and high volume, that's huge accumulation, as can be seen in the CMF, the Shaken Money Flow Indicator. It had been very negative for a long time, and it saw a violent, aggressive move up, just a huge spike up. We're looking to see that hit at least 0.2, which is considered bullish, or 0.4, which is considered extremely bullish, and beyond that would be incredible. Other things worth mentioning on this chart would be that the about 0.55, 0.54 and change area has been a little resistance area. We want to see that resistance crack, and also the 6-cent high from that little run up has been, I'm sorry, I drew that line a little high, has been a pretty important level too, as can be seen here, where it has been tapped several times. So we want to see first that 0.055 level and then the 0.06 level broken, and then we can see probably much higher moves up until maybe this area right here or above that. 10 cents is going to be another critical resistance level in the future. So these are all levels to watch going into Monday. Another thing worth pointing out on this chart is that the short-term momentum indicator, the MACD, has this nice bullish crossover, and it's been building distance between the signal line here. So that's bullish in terms of short-term momentum. We've got the Williams %R indicator currently pretty high, and we actually like to see that oscillate in the overbought category. So if this can bounce back up into the overbought and just kind of oscillate there, that's what we want to see ultimately. It's not in bad shape right now, but it could be in better shape. So that's something to watch there. And that's also a short-term momentum indicator. ROC in very volatile territory. The bullish action for this would be to spike up, and again it's pointed down because of that consolidation Friday. And the tricks indicator, another short-term momentum indicator, got a nice bullish crossover here. Like to see that continue to expand outwards, and then finally going back up here. Really just watch these levels, and our support area seems to be about 5 cents ish based on this chart. We want to see that hold. And otherwise, this has been trading in a nice ATM channel pattern that could make a lot of people a lot of money, trading between 4 and as high as 6 cents lately. So big money to be made here, in my opinion. But again, I'm not a financial professional, so please do not make a buy or sell decision based on anything I say. And other than that, full disclaimer is on the website. Thanks for watching.